What's up, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood DoolieRay, and this is the 7th War of Alliance War Season 3. It's carrying on my Alliance SKRULL EMPIRE. We're pushing for that master bracket. We're pushing for the top. We gotta do it, and to be at the top, you gotta beat the top. So today we are facing ISO8-A, a very highly rated alliance, a very good alliance, and you know, we should just get into this. Let's just get into this, because it's a fun war. It's a good time for everybody involved. Especially me. Let's get into it. So, I am going to be running Path 6 once again. I'll be taking in my regular team of Nebula, Void, and Sparky. And let's go ahead and get into this. We're going to be running the biggest possible boosts I have available, because I don't want to fail my alliance. I want to do a good job. Please, can I just not do bad? That would be awesome. So first things first, we've got a Science Unawakened Champion on this Fury Aggression node, which is becoming pretty much the scariest node that I have to take. Things can go south so fast, and that's what you may see in this fight here. So it's a rank 4 champ. I've got Scouter Lens up, so I can totally see. It's a rank 4 Unawakened Science champ. I'm trying to think of who it would be. Probably Miles Morales. That's my guess. So gonna go ahead and throw the big boosts onto myself. Let's put a 20% health and attack boost, and let's throw. I don't have any invulnerability, which I would really suggest for this node if you're taking it with the Aggression Fury, because man, one combo can kill you if you mess up. So I'm gonna go into this with as much health as possible. Don't have the invulnerability boost, so it's a little bit sketchy. And yeah, let's get into it. Miles Morales is going down. But oh wait, it's Captain America Infinity War. Whoops. Okay, no problem. We'll take him down too. Oh, yeah. Oh crap. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to go back in this fight and just watch it back in slow motion, possibly, because I need to explain what's going through my head here. I get parried. Oh man, it's still okay though. It's still okay. I mean, he's building up Furies. Oh, 2 hits into my block, and I'm down to 4% health. He's still got 90%. Oh, this is not good. This is very not good. I'll throw a special one, and I have just enough time. There's Limber on this node as well, so stuns don't last very long. Oh man, this is just not going well for me. Although I have been doing pretty well with the 4% health, I've just got to make sure that I keep on hitting into him. I need to bait out a special one from him. That's what I'm going for here, but I'll throw my special because I don't want him building up those Furies. I can attack into him. The stun's not going to last for long enough. So I bait a special one out there. I can attack into him. Okay, I can finish this. 20% left. Whew! Another clutch fight. Oh, crap! Well, I wish I could explain what happened there. I guess we'll get to it in a second, and a parry and it's all over. Gosh, that was just, you know, as lucky as I got last time. If you saw my last fight on this node versus a rank 5 Medusa, I was very, very unlucky and unskilled as well in this fight versus a rank 4 Captain America. So, let me introduce you to a new segment that I'm going to be calling How to Suck 101 with Professor DoolieBrain. Yay!
Hello children, my name is Professor DoolieBrain, and today we're going to be taking a look at this fight in which DoolieRay sucks, so that we can analyze how he sucks, so we can teach you how to suck as well. So, let's get into this. Starting out the fight, as you can clearly see here, well, first things first, he wasn't expecting Captain America, so improper planning, mentally plays a part in this. Not a huge difference, but it does play a bit of a part. It would be nice if he had dueled Captain America beforehand to get familiar with his animations. But anyway, starting out this fight here, Captain America throws a heavy attack, and as you can see, Stand Your Ground is a mastery that DoolieRay has, and it activates, it parries him, and so DoolieRay panics for a second, he backs off, and then he realizes he's stunned Captain America, so he charges back in, and as you can clearly see, Captain America is an intercepting buster, and that didn't go well for DoolieRay, didn't it? Well, Professor DoolieBrain analyzes all. Let's carry on. So this fight here, he hits into a block there, not too much going on, he's backing off, he's letting Captain America build up Furies, and oh no, he got parried. What happened? How did this happen? Well, let's see here. So He's getting hit into his block, and he dodges back, and Captain America ends his combo, so DoolieRay seems to think that he can go in, but no, fool. Gosh, you can't attack into somebody after they finish their combo, you should know that. So he gets parried. If you want to suck, you should definitely get parried. And then, as you can see, Captain America's continuing to build up furies, while DoolieRay's kind of stuck in a corner, and that's a bit of a problem. Well, his first hit does 10,000 damage. Well, uh-oh, Dooley, what now? Second hit, DoolieRay actually gets kind of lucky. It only does 6,000 damage, so he's still alive. But as you can see here, he's in a bit of a situation now. So luckily, Captain America throws that heavy attack for him so that he can dodge it and try and carry out this fight. And the smart thing to do here, of course, would be to, you know, well, attack into him as much as possible. Well, there's Limber on this node, and he's got to be really aggressive or that Fury is going to build up. So attacking into him, doing pretty well, taking down those Furies, not so shabby. And what happens there? Well, seems that DoolieRay accidentally tapped the screen instead of swiping or something. It was registered as a light attack instead of a medium attack, so he couldn't go in on that hit there, and that makes DoolieRay panic a little bit because that was his final opening pretty much. So he gets a lucky parry there, but Limber, and as a node, is just very annoying. The stun doesn't work, so yep, and there we go. He charges in for an attack, gets parried, and that is the end of the fight. Thank you for joining Professor DoolieBrain. My accent changed like 50 times. Professor DoolieBrain signing off. Alright guys, so yeah, not my best fight, if I'm being honest with myself. This node just is very scary. If you slip up and you give them any time at all to build up Furies, you're in a very dangerous situation. So I go ahead and I hop back into this fight. I think about reviving Spidey, but I'm running boosts right now, so if I can save him, I'd prefer to do that. So I'll just take Void in, and I'll finish off this fight without too much trouble. He's only got like 20% health left, so I shouldn't be worried, right? So let's go ahead and get back into this fight, huh? He doesn't have a lot of health, so Void should just be able to take this down. We're going to start things off with a parry if I can. Nope. There we go. There's the parry. Alright. Got him below 18%. He's at 14%. We're going to run out of stuns very quickly. This guy has to be running a lot of Limber. Maxed out Limber probably, but a special one will end the whole thing. Does enough damage, so maybe Void would not have been a bad option just from the get-go for this node. I'm not entirely sure whether Sparky or Void is a better option for that. But anyways, we've got a mutant up here on the Bane stun immune node, so it's a rank 4 because Scouter Lens tells me that. And I believe I was worried this might be an Iceman on the node here. It could be an Iceman, or it could be I've seen Cable here before. It's most likely not Domino. Domino is going to be on a node up ahead on the mini-boss, actually. So I was thinking it might be Iceman, so I threw a combat regen onto myself, just in case. And we go ahead and hop into this fight here. And it's Cable, so shouldn't be too difficult. I've done this already. I've done this once before, at least, so all I have to do is just be pretty careful about not trying to intercept or do anything too tricky, because, you know, that Bane can be pretty punishing. Just going to get some debuffs up on him to take him down as fast as possible. I go for an intercept there like a dummy, like I said not to do earlier, and, you know, did it again. So, yeah, I am actually still pretty frustrated about the last fight, so I'm probably not in the best state of mind. But, you know, this fight is still going my way. I get a good Bane transfer there with a special one. He throws a heavy attack, and he should just about beat down. Gonna let him degen, and there we go. So, not the worst fight I've ever had. I would have liked to come out with more health, but I believe I still have the combat regen running, so I'm gonna take Void into this next fight here. Not sure who it could be. It's a rank 4 Awakened Tech Champion, so it could potentially be an Infinity War Iron Man. I mean, that's always possible. It could also be, I don't know, any number of characters. There's a lot of tech characters out there that this could be. Green Goblin, maybe Nebula. I'm not sure who else. There's maybe a Sparky. I was thinking of, no, never mind. It's rank 4, not a rank 5, so Sparky was out of the question. Gonna go ahead and heal Void up just in case, throw a potion on, and yeah, I mean, we got 45,000 health. We should be able to be covered even if we make a couple of mistakes, which is a DoolieRay guarantee. Let's make mistakes together. That's the way all great relationships start out. And that intercept was not too bad, but let's chill out, Dooley. Take it easy, huh?
So all I'm worried about this fight is just getting those debuffs up on Green Goblin. So I'm not going to worry about doing damage to him. I just need to make sure I'm dodging his specials, or in the case of a special one, just being careful to not get caught by that, and throwing my own special ones, you know, getting those debuffs. This is actually way, way easier than the Masochism node that I took in earlier wars, so for me this is actually a bit of a relief. I'm going to push Green Goblin to a special 2 just because I find that much easier to dodge than a special 1, although, I mean, it is still possible to slip up, so I do have to be careful. But if I can bait the special 2 out of him, that would be great. I get that there. Dodge that. And let's see, just gotta keep those debuffs building up. I'm gonna try and intercept him with a special 1. And oh crap, he blocked it. Well, that happens sometimes, not gonna let that phase me. I'm trying to not stun him, I'm trying to save that because this is a limber node as well, and you know, the more stuns you use, the less you have for future parts of the fight where it could be more difficult. So just about to get 2 petrifies. We actually got pretty unlucky with the whole thing there, and I go for another intercept, get punished again. When will I learn? I don't know if I'll ever learn, to be totally honest. But I go ahead, intercept him with a special 1 there, and we get lucky with a petrify debuff, so we're gonna be doing some damage now, and he's not gonna be able to regenerate anything. In fact, he'll be degenerating his health instead of regenning. So, going for the special 2. I accidentally dropped my block there, so that sucks. Get poisoned, but Void is a tank. He's got lots of health. Still not worried. Not gonna let that phase me. Just gonna keep on going through this fight. I do want to... I dropped my block there again. Pretty frustrating. I'm just, at this part, or this point, I'm pretty flustered. To be totally honest, but I know I can win this fight. I'm just going to let him degen. Trying to get a dexterity off of him, but it's just not working. So, I'm just going to let him, you know, degen away. Void does the trick. And I'm not going to have to use him for any other fight, so I didn't really have to worry about making sure that he had a lot of health at the end of the fight, but it was still frustrating to see myself make all those mistakes. I don't like dropping my block. It's not something I do on purpose. It's just a mistake I make. So, up next we have a Domino mini-boss, rank 5, so you know that's going to be a good time. Gonna go ahead and jump to that part of the video. This is the next day, of course. And so, you know, it's guaranteed to be a good time. So I've healed up Sparky, I revived him, healed him up, and we're going to go ahead and boost myself up again, put a 20% health and attack, and I believe we're also going to put an attack boost on as well, a 15% attack, just because I want to make sure I can take this Domino down. I also throw combat regen on for her degeneration. I figure that'll be pretty helpful. So yeah, I think this node is doable. Definitely doable. It's the strike back, all or nothing node, so I'm planning on really not using too many special attacks. Maybe my special 1 if it comes down to it, because I could throw my heavy attack afterwards, but it turns out this node actually has heal block, so that's a little bit frustrating. I totally, completely wasted a combat regeneration boost, and I knew this was a heal block node. I've thought about using combat regen on this node before when there was an Iceman, and it was the same thing. There was heal block. So I don't know why I forgot about that, but my goal here is to build up poise charges so I can get taunt onto Domino here, and just taunt out her special attacks before she gets to her special 3, of course. So, gonna intercept her there, push her to a special 1, hopefully bait that out of her. My taunt refreshes, so let's bait the special 1, huh? She's not really throwing it, is she? We're getting backed into a corner here, so we're gonna try and push back a little bit. And well, can she throw her special? I mean, I've got my taunt up, so I've got a few poise charges. I can get another taunt up before she gets to a special 3, so let's get the special 2 out of her, if we can. And well, my taunt is gone. She's gonna get to a special 3, and crap, Plagued Mind, I forgot about. So I do get a special, or not a special, but a heavy attack off after her heavy there, so drained her power. Let's get another taunt to try and get her special 2 out of her. Refresh it, come on, just throw your special, please, Domino, please. Oh no, I dropped my block, backed into a corner, want to throw my special 1, so I can stun her, and then, oh, Plagued Mind I forgot about, and crap, I pushed her to a special 3, and of course, that is the end of another fight for good old Dooley. Whoopsies. I think for future reference, well, I don't really know what to say. I feel like I was playing that fight pretty okay up until I dropped my block. I was getting backed up into the corner a little bit, but I feel like I was doing a fairly good job of putting taunt onto her, trying to bait out her specials, and I even used my heavy attack to power drain her. And if I had planned around the Plagued Mind better, I could have thrown that special one and possibly waited until until I could have power drained her once again. But she just wasn't throwing her special attacks, and that was really frustrating. But anyways, I go ahead and I heal myself back up. Use another revive. This is a very, very expensive war for me. Currently, I mean, I have, what, I've used 8 items. Gonna use a few more. I'm using boosts as well, so it takes extra potions to heal Sparky up all the way, but I can't risk this. I have to get this done. So, Domino is going down this time. Hopefully I can bait out our specials, get things going pretty alright. But man, a frustrating fight, for sure. That's what this is. So, coming into this, I mean, same thing as last time. It should be, hopefully, easier. After last time, I think I've learned a little bit of a lesson to not let myself get backed up so much. But I do want to get poise charges onto myself so I can get taunt onto her. And, let's see here. Can I intercept her? Maybe? Nope. Can I intercept her? Maybe? Yes. Okay, there we go. And I am doing a lot of damage, actually. And the degen's not doing too much, so... To be totally honest, this node isn't that bad with Domino. It's just, if she's really stingy with her specials, that's gonna really throw me off. So, gonna try and bait out her special here. Come on, can you just use your special? There we go, she finally throws it. Yay, Domino, you did it. I'm so proud of you. Okay, well, she throws a heavy attack, and that should be the end of the fight with the special one. There we go. So, it's that easy, it's that simple. If I could have baited out a special attack in the other fight, I definitely would have not given up another death. But man, at this point I've given up 2 deaths in this war, and this is a war where every single death counts. So, I feel pretty guilty for messing up like that, and we're gonna keep on going though. Not gonna let that set me back too much. This node up here is a 5-star awakened mutant, rank 4, on the power shield, unblockable special 2 node. Again, I'm worried that it might be Iceman. I don't think anybody's fought him yet, and there's nothing on this guy's profile to tip me off, so I'm thinking this might be Iceman. I go ahead and I throw a combat regen onto myself just in case it is. I don't know who else it would be, if I'm being honest. It could be any number of mutants. There's no persistent charges, so I at least know it's not Bishop. But other than that, I mean, Iceman, Archangel, there's just mutants. Turns out it's Iceman, though, so it was pretty smart of me to put the combat boost onto myself, and, you know, this fight should be fairly easy, as long as I don't slip up. Which is, I mean, something that could happen, potentially, but I'm not planning on it. No more deaths. I've died 2 times this war. I'm done. It's over. Let's go. Not going to do any damage, so I'm not going to get rid of his ice armor unless I parry him. There we go. Get a special 1 out of him. And I'm trying to build myself to a special 2, because that should pretty much end the fight. Gonna try and bait a special 1 out of him. And he's being pretty aggressive, but he's not throwing that special 1, so... Get another taunt up, hoping he'd throw a special 1, but he doesn't. So I'm trapped into a corner, and he's got to throw that special 1. I'll throw a power drain just to take him down. I'm stuck in that corner, though, and it's really annoying. I'm going to throw the special 2. Maybe it'll do enough damage, and whew, it does a butt ton of damage. Yes, okay, so we took down the Iceman. We took some damage, but all things considered, that fight went pretty smoothly. Coming up here, we have a 5-star Awakened Science Champion. There's no persistent charges, so I know it's not MODOK. This is the Poison, Brute Force. Is there anything else? Enhanced Special 2, it's unblockable, Stupefy. Nothing too crazy. So, I figure it's probably gonna be a Quake. I look at this guy's profile, I mean, there's a rank 4. The Scouter Lens tells me it's a rank 4. So looking at this guy's profile, there is a rank 4 Quake, so... He's SIG 200, he's got, wow, SIG 200 Quake. So that's what I'm prepping for here. I'm going to take in Nebula to avoid the bleed damage, and I'm just going to approach this like a regular fight. There's no limbo, or not limbo, but there's no limber, so stun is not a problem. Stunning and parrying, I have unlimited numbers in that regard, but it turns out it's Wasp, which is an issue for me because I've never actually fought Wasp in war before. I have fought her in Alliance quests and stuff, not Alliance quests, but in questing, and I think I know how to fight her. I just have to get a heavy attack out of her, and then she can't evade me, so that's what I'm going to do, but unfortunately, I drop my block once again, and I get hit there. She evades away from me, and I'm trapped in the corner once again. Let's see, I know I gotta hit her, and she doesn't have a lot of health, so I throw a special 2, hoping that that'll do the trick, and it actually does take her down to 14%. So gonna hit into her while she's stunned and not let her evade me. Gotta make sure I'm watching out for brute force. Got 18%, 19% health left. She's at a special 3, but it's all over. So I played that a little bit dangerous. Could have been very, very risky, very bad for me, but all things considered, it ended up going all right. So I'm glad that turned out okay, and I definitely will be dueling lots of wasps to try and figure out those animations, because it's a bit tricky to try and pay attention to her evade and everything. Well, that's the end of the war for me. Turns out we ended up losing this war against ISO8-A. It was close at first, and actually my death against Captain America was the first death of the war, so I feel like a bit of a dingus. But, you know, you live, you learn, you dually. That's my life motto. We're gonna come back. We've lost 2 wars this season so far. This is war number 7, so we're 5 for 2. Not a bad record at all, especially since we're such a new alliance. We're still learning our paths. We're still learning how to work with each other. And, yep, ISO8-A, super solid alliance. Good war to you guys. I mean, their defense is amazing, completely stacked, crazy good. And their attackers, I mean, same story. So, it was a good war, it was a fun time, a good learning experience for me. I think I will be better prepared for a future war with them, and, you know, no deaths. No more deaths. That's how it goes. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing me fail like this, and hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. Thank you all for watching. Until I see you next, hang in there. May the RNG be with you, and peace out.